What the fuck is happening to Rainbow Six Siege?
Rainbow Six Siege is the worst game of all time. The servers are so unbelievably bad, and the hit reg doesn't even work. I'm going to show you this clip from my rank game on how I just died, and this is so frustrating because this happens to me at least 20 times a day, and it's why my KD isn't as high as it should be.
Cap.
Going into year 9, we had almost one of the best seasons. It brought back a bunch of older players, but the very next season, Ubisoft dropped the ball big time. The reason being is because not only is the season riddled with bugs, but we've gotten more bugs than we got in new content this season. Let me explain. Going into year 9 season 1, it was looking huge for Rainbow Six Siege. Every single content creator and older player thought Siege was finally back. They came huge with bringing back the most beloved scope in the game, which is ACOG, and they even got rid of the 1.5 times scope, which destroyed Rainbow Six Siege. So how did they go from one of the best seasons in recent time for the game to one of the worst maybe in general? Even worse than Operation Health, which did a bunch of good things for the game, but it was just very dry for content. Well, let's get into it. In year 9 season 2, we got 2 new operators, which is so cool because usually we only get 1 new operator. But here's the thing. Guess what Ubisoft did in Ubisoft fashion? They said that they're going to rework Recruit. This had a lot of people speculating that it's going to be a huge rework since Recruit is one of the most OG operators in Siege. So if they're reworking something like this, they might actually give him a useful gadget. Instead, what they decided to do was take a old operator and basically just reskin him from the mobile version of Rainbow Six Siege, and that's it. Sure, they might have updated some guns and some gadgets and called it a day, but they took the whole aura away from Recruit, which was the meme factor, the fun factor, and they completely gutted him out. Now, don't get me wrong, I definitely think that Striker and the other operator is very cool when it comes to maybe some solo queue strats or some individual strats, but in a team atmosphere, you're way more efficient when you use actual operators rather than these new recruits. I feel like it was a huge slap in the face that they called this a rework when an actual rework is something that like Chichanka had. You completely reworked his gadget to update him and make him more efficient for the game. But Recruit is just 2 separate operators on each side that fill a slot.
And they changed the logo.
Now, don't get me wrong, this season definitely had some good aspects to it. For example, they decided to go back and make Barb Wire take damage. And what I mean by this is now when you run through Barb Wire, you take damage. And this was super cool because back in the day, if you are a newer Rainbow Six Siege player, you wouldn't know this, but back in year 1, this was actually a thing. And it only made sense since Barb Wire would hurt you if you were to run through it. So this was a good addition. Another good addition of the season was the Finir and Solus nerfs. Now, I think that the Solus nerf needs to just stay where it's at and they don't need to do anything else. But apparently they have a second round of nerfs coming soon. On the flip side, you have an operator like Finir, which was so strong, and even now, I still think that Finir is super strong. You just need to know how to use utility in general. So you're now able to shoot Finir's gadgets, even if they're open or closed, it really doesn't matter. But I think that this was a much needed change, and I still think these 2 operators are super good still. And guess what? That is literally it. That is all they added into this season.
Wait, you know what else they added, guys? Bugs.
For some reason, this season had more bugs than it did content, which is overwhelming the amount of bugs and problems that we've had. For example, custom games have been absolutely broken. Console gameplay, by the way, has never been so bad. They had this dead zone bug where it basically made your dead zone high as heck, and there was no way to properly reset it. A bunch of people would say that there was methods, like for example resetting your settings and doing all these weird ass tricks just to get over these silly little bugs was super annoying. Can you imagine being a casual gamer who really has no idea what dead zone is, or they don't have a lot of time in general to play the game, and when they finally do, they're just ridiculed with bugs? I know for a fact I would not be playing Rainbow Six Siege after the fact that not only did we not get a lot of content, but we just got bugs. Oh, and to talk about PC, by the way, it's literally the most unplayable it's ever been. People have been saying PC is unplayable for the last few years, and they've been a little bit over dramatic, but Literally, guys, the first day of the season, I faced 3 cheaters. I haven't played PC since, because all I see whenever I scroll Twitter is people that's in higher ranking complaining constantly about the amount of cheaters. And I just gotta say, you guys gotta be mentally ill to sit there 4 hours a day just to play one legit game. I know for me, I love Rainbow Six Siege, but I am not wasting my time facing the most degenerate individuals that just want to cheat in a video game. Like, get a job, go get a girlfriend or boyfriend or partner, literally do anything else with your life besides cheat in a video game. Like, generally, even if one person that's watching this video cheats in a video game for no reason other than just have fun, you get no bitches. And this is the first season where the content that we did get, guess what? It's behind a freaking paywall. There's 2 different sorts of content that we got that was behind a paywall. Let me explain. So first was this membership program, guys. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for companies and games giving us more content just for a little bit more, like if it's a membership, but like make it premium, guys. Like, let's look at some of the skins that they have in this. So right off the bat, you could, get 1 month for $12.79, which I'm Canadian, so that's like probably what, $9 American. For 12 months, it only costs $100. Thank God that I can save 33%. But here's what pisses me off about this. So, when you get a membership to something, whether it's a gym membership or let's say a Netflix subscription, you get loads and loads of content, correct? Exclusive content that usually you can only get from that platform. Whether it's a gym, online subscription, you're getting a lot of stuff access to. But with the R6 membership, guys, you know what we get? We get a premium battle pass, contains an operator, Bravo packs, 600 credits, multiple cosmetic sets, 10% store discount, and 30% faster battle pass progression. You know what's also annoying? They're giving us 1 item per each season to complete a full legendary set. Besides that, we also get, monthly exclusive epic bundles. We also get 1 Bravo pack per month. Thank God I got 1 Bravo pack per month so I can pull a bullshit Ember Rise skin and then I can throw it up on the R6 marketplace for 200 credits. You know what else drives me insane about this? Is the skins aren't even good. Why am I paying for a membership that doesn't give me anything? Like Mozzie Epic Bundle? I don't want this. To charge this amount of money for something like this is absolutely ludicrous. And listen, you guys might think that I'm like smoking right now and like I'm being dramatic, but if we go back into the day where we had season year passes, you would get so much more. For example, you would get a year pass for $60, by the way. And I just think that is totally worth it, because I looked over in researching for this and literally somebody broke it down and you made double the amount of money, guys. The double amount of money. You made $140 worth of content. But when looking at this new silly little membership, I feel like you don't get anything. And listen, I love the R6 marketplace. I think that this is needed years and years ago. But let's be honest, adding that and a membership, and then that's basically it with a buggy ass season, it's just overkill. It just shows the capitalistic mindset of wanting your consumers to spend more money for less. Like literally the lack of content that we have gotten and the bugs. I would be completely fine, in all honesty, if Ubisoft was more than fine with throwing this in our faces if there was no freaking bugs and the game was playable. Because let's be honest, I read this comment section from Pox Unlocks that I saw on his thing, and it talks about the gameplay testers. And the reason why I'm mentioning this, and I'm only saying that this could be speculation. This guy could be capping his ass off. But after being a content creator for this game and having insights on said product, I know how it trickles down. I know how Ubisoft works. It is not the devs' fault. It is not anybody that's actually giving a fudge about Rainbow Six Siege. It is the higher ups that's actually investing their money in this and just trying to milk it. I don't even know what my point was. So what Pox posted here is basically a quality assurance tester would basically test very thoroughly. And they pointed out every bug that every content creator or gamer would point out during the time of the release. But he says, but the execs would push for a faster release as to get money in certain time frames so investors could get their money's worth. This is what I'm saying. It is not the devs' fault. It's not anybody that's caring for Rainbow Six Siege. It's literally just the higher up people. And it sucks. But the only way that we can actually combat these type of problems, guys, is by not buying these stupid money hungry aspects that they're adding into the game. Like, for example, the membership program or even spending your money on the marketplace. And in reality, even though as much as I love Siege, the only way to combat something like this, since they have no competition that's driving them, is to play the game less when they're in these current states. I love Rainbow Six Siege, but I don't like these capitalistic, money-hungry execs that literally only see us as dollar signs. So guys, what I'm trying to say throughout this video, even though it was basically me ranting and losing my mental, is maybe when the game is in this place, don't force yourself to play it. Don't say you're addicted or anything like that. Go outside, touch some grass, you know, do anything else. Go play another game. Like, please. It's only going to help the game long term because the execs will understand that we cannot stand for the low quality trash and the rushed game that they fix literally a month later. Like, a dead zone glitch just got fixed, guys, and the season's been out for 3 weeks. Like, get a freaking grip. But guys, if you're watching this content, I will be posting some different style content on this channel, and I know it's going to be a little rough for a lot of people that don't watch other games, but it's not going to be other games. It's still going to incorporate Siege, just in different ways, in a more wide variety of ways. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure that you guys like, sub, and comment. What's your thoughts on the R6 membership program? What's your thoughts on, you know, everything I spoke about in this video, to be honest? But besides that, guys, have a great day. Thank you so much for watching.